Yo, listen, man, can we be candid for a second? You, without a shadow of a doubt, been hearing all the buzz around creating online communities. Alex Hormozy is blowing school up like nobody's business. Your favorite YouTuber is sending you to their Patreon. You got Mighty Networks. You got Go Kollab and Go High Level building their own community. You've heard that building a community is the next best thing. And you probably heard a lot of it from this very channel, right? From this very mouth. But if we're candid and if we're honest, building an online community is easy, right? Creating the community, branding it with your logo and your cover photo, that stuff is easy. But if we're 100% honest and we want to keep it all the way real, growing an engaged community, that's where most of us find our struggles, yours truly included. That's why on this episode of Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle, I'm going to reveal to you my growth strategy to take my community from roughly 90, 92, 93 people where it is today to getting my first 500 and beyond. So if you've got a community or you want to start a community, but you know that one of the challenges is going to be learning what to do to grow that community, then you are in the right place at the right time, my friend, because I'm going to reveal to you 6, maybe 7 top strategies for growing an online community, especially in the beginning to your first 500. But before we get to that, I need y'all to do me a huge favor. Comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. Smash that subscribe button. And let's kick it this morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode, 36, 37 of Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle, your favorite fatherpreneur, and the only show dedicated to helping you develop the right mindset, skill set, and tool set to build a passive income empire. And how do we do that? We help you identify and leverage your gifts, talents, experience, expertise, and your passions with AI-powered software, digital products, and the right passive income business model so that you can build a passive income and a passive impact at the exact same time. You can learn more about how we're really doing that over at secretAItoolkit.com. Today, we've been talking about communities for the last couple of days. In fact, this entire week has been about the power of an online community. So I thought that I would share with you my community growth strategy. I showed you what my community looks like on the inside yesterday. We talked about the principles and the benefits of having a community on Monday. But if you're going to start a community, you better have a growth strategy to make it work. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of frustrated nights waking up, looking at your community and hoping that you've got another member or two in your community. We're going to bunk all that today. Today is going down. So without further ado, we're just going to dive right in. And of course, y'all know I've got open office hours coming immediately after today's show. So how do you get your first 500 community members fast? It starts, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, with a magnetic hook. Make people want to join. If your community is struggling to grow, you don't have a hook. Ask yourself, why should someone join your community over 1,000 other different communities? What problem does it solve for them? What result will they get from being inside of your community, right? Here's some examples of some winning names. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, when I read these, I'm like, man, I'm about to change the name of my community right now, right? But no, I'm not gonna do that. But here's some examples for me and my brand, because my brand is all about passive income. Now, the name of my brand is PLR Profit Society, right? What does PLR stands for? It stands for Passive Leverage Recurring Profit Society. So we're a society where everything that we do is focused on creating passive leverage or recurring revenue and profits in your business, right? So I think that's a solid name, but here's some other ones that I like. The 6-Figure Side Hustle Club. Learn how to replace your 9-to-5 in 12 months. Not only does it give you exactly what you're going to get, but it quantifies it in terms of time. How long is it going to take you, right? Here's another one. Automated passive income. Build a business that runs itself. Not too fond of that one, but I get where they're going with it. Then here's the last one. the content monetization hub, turn posts into profits. I like that one as well. Do me a favor, if you're on TikTok, tap that screen, man. TikTok always reminds me to remind y'all to engage. Pro tip: your community name and description should scream value. Don't just call it John's Business Group, make it irresistible. So, number one, make sure the name of your group or community in and of itself is a good hook that makes people want to join. Even if they don't know nothing else, I hear the name of a certain group, I'm like, man, yeah, those are my kind of people. Number two on our list, we're talking how to grow to your first 500 community members. Number two on our list, the VIP list, how to start with 100 plus members on day one. I didn't think to do this. I do this when I'm launching a course or I'm launching a product or a new service. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me to do this for my community, right? You should never, ever launch your community to 0 people. Instead, build a wait list first. This is so powerful. Here's the move. Create a simple opt-in form using, of course, Go High Level. SecretAIToolkit.com is where you can go and get on, become an affiliate under me. Call it the early access list. Number 3, send people to it before launching your community. Number 4, give them an exclusive reason to join first. Bonus training, private coaching call, whatever you got to do, so that when you really launch it to the public, there's already 100 people in there, which I can really relaunch my community now that there's, it's not 100 yet. I think it's 91, 92 people in there, but there's people in the community. So I can launch that to the people. Thank you for the heart, Dr. Regina on TikTok. So create a launch strategy for your community. And in this case, basically what we're saying is you should have a pre-launch or a soft launch before you go out and tell the world. Build it up to 100, 150, 200 people. So when you start running ads to it, when you start doing all of these other things to really get people in it, it's a community that's already bubbling and people want to be a part of it. Get early access to my private community where I'll teach you how to make your first $1,000 online, free for founding members. When you finally launch, you already have 100 plus people waiting to get in. That's strategy number 2, right? Tell me, which strategy do you want to deploy in your community? Which one do you think is going to work best for you? All right. So that was number 2. Number 3 on our list, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the top strategies that help you get your first 500 people in your online community. And just so you know, my current community only has, and I hate to say only, because if 91 people bought something from me today, I'd be ecstatic. My current community is growing and it's reached 91 people, right? But I have built communities of over 3,000 in the past on Facebook, but that was in another life. I was in another business, and I'll show you guys proof of that here in a second if you stick around to the end of the show. But strategy number 3 is the Trojan horse. Turn other people's audiences into your audience. Now, this right here is flat out gangster. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, proceed with caution. What's up, Ruff? If you want to grow your community, one of the things that you can do is do what's called the Trojan horse method. Instead of building from scratch, borrow an audience that already exists. Here's how you do it. You're going to find other groups, podcasts, or influencers who already have your ideal members. Offer to do a free training, Q&A, or guest post for them. At the end, invite people to join your community for more exclusive content. See, this is how we leverage partnerships. This is how we leverage collaboration over competition, right? For example, you're teaching entrepreneurs how to automate their business, which is what I do. Offer a free automation masterclass inside of another person's business group. Hey man, do you mind if I come in? I want to offer some free training to your community. And if you don't mind, I'm going to do a call to action at the end. Tell them about how they can continue to stay connected to me. Is that cool? Yeah, man, that's cool. I would love you to give that free value. What's your call to action? Listen, I've got an opt-in page to a community where I give away tons of more value on this subject matter. Okay, bet. You can get into communities where there are already 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people that already exist. You can get some of those people to come and join your community. Then say, if you want my full automation toolkit, join my community. Boom. Instant new members from someone else's audience. Pro tip. Do not, for the life of me, I repeat, do not, for the life of me, spam. Offer real value first. Make them want to follow you, right? You leave them wanting more based on the value that you provide. And this just goes back to y'all what I've been preaching since I first came on the internet and I started making my first few dollars online using content as a way to do that. Give your best stuff away for free. I know it sounds counterintuitive. Cortez, if I give my best stuff away for free, who's going to buy? Listen, when you give your best stuff away for free, number one, it shows that you're an expert. Number two, it increases your authority. Number three, you build a relationship with your audience. The best way to build a relationship with anybody is to give them something of value at no cost to them, right? So now that we have this relationship, you start to trust me when I make you an offer. Even if it's just an offer to join a free community, you're more likely to take me up on that offer. Why? Because we built a relationship. We have trust. We have rapport. You see me as an authority. You see me as an expert, right? Give your best stuff away for free. And when people want to know how to apply your free stuff in their specific business for their specific circumstance and situation, they're willing to pull out their credit card and buy, to jump on the phone with you, to ask you some specific questions. Yeah, your general stuff is good, but most people feel like their thing is so unique that they're going to want some done with you. They're going to want some hand holding, and that's how you charge, even for the same information that you're giving away for free online. Strategy number 4 on our list. Let me see. Do I want to hit you with number 4, or do I need to let you hear from my sponsor? Let me let you hear from my sponsor real quick before I hit you with number 4, because we actually have, let me see how many we got. We got 7. We've got 6 today. And then I got a challenge for you as always. So before we get into number 4, let me make sure you get a word from my sponsor, and treat my sponsor like you treat the Super Bowl, man. Don't skip my sponsor commercial. Listen to my sponsors like you watch Super Bowl ads. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to make unlimited, passive, and recurring revenue, the best way to do that is to help small local businesses fix their net. That's right. Local businesses are missing out on leads and sales because they don't have the proper systems set up to capture the prospects who show interest. People are visiting their website. People are visiting their Google business profile. People are following them on social media, but their net has big holes in it. So those prospects always get away. You can use something like secretAItoolkit.com, help them build a better net, and you literally become the local superhero in your community, because when they fix their net, they get more leads turn into customers, and customers, of course, drive revenue in those businesses. So if you want to start an AI-powered agency with your boy's help, go to secretAItoolkit.com. I promise you will not be disappointed. We've got all the courses. We've got all the coaching. We've got a free 14-day trial. I've got a free community with daily open office hours, group coaching calls for additional training support 2 times per week. secretAItoolkit.com. Check it out. for yourself. All right, so we're back. This is episode 37, I think, of Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle, the only show designed to help you take your gifts, talents, experience, expertise, marry them with AI-powered tools so you can build a passive income empire. We're talking today about how to grow your online community to your first 500. If you just tune in, we'll recap really quickly. Number one on our list is make sure that you have a magnetic hook. The name of your your community should make people want to join just in and of itself. Name and description, that is your hook. Number two, never launch a community with 0 people. Start a VIP list, soft launch, pre-launch, whatever you want to call it. Get people in that community before you really start telling everybody to come hang out with you. Number three, we talked about the Trojan horse method. Provide value to someone else who already has a community, and then invite some of their community members to come rock and hang out with you. Number four, the power growth loop. How to make members recruit for you. This is powerful, y'all. What if I told you your members could grow your community for you? Here's how. Create a referral challenge. Reward members for inviting other members to your community. Give them an exclusive perk for bringing in 3 to 5 new members. Private training, discount, VIP access, a course, or something. Give them something that says, hey, for everybody who brings in a certain number of members to our community, you're going to get something sexy, right? And it's got to be sexy. It's got to be valuable, right? Sometimes it don't even have to be expensive, but I might give away a $10 Starbucks gift card. You know how many people love Starbucks and how come on now. $10, even though it's only going to buy them a half a cup of coffee, they don't care. They just love Starbucks, right? Use a simple message they can copy and send to their friends, right? So here's an example. Hey, I just joined this free community that's teaching me how to automate my business. Thought you love it too. Here's the link to the group. That's it. This works because people trust their friends more than they trust an ad. I don't know why I didn't think of this, y'all. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Pro tip, use Go High Level's referral tracking to automate your rewards. In Go High Level, I'm telling you, they have every tool that you need. You could literally create an affiliate tracking link and give that to all of your members so that when they refer people, it's easy for you to see who actually came in the community and who invited them, so you can reward people properly. Number 5, the comment hijack. Now, this one right here, you got to be careful with this one, right? Steal engagement from bigger groups. Some groups will ban you for this. I don't care how slick you try to be, they will ban you for this, but try it and see if you can get away with it. Some groups will give you a warning, but here's the strategy. Instead of posting links that get ignored, do this. Find popular posts in other groups related to your niche. Drop a valuable comment that adds to the discussion. End with, I actually run a group on this topic. Let me know if you want the link. You're not spamming links in somebody else's community. You're adding value. They want engagement on all of their stuff, so more people in their community actually see their stuff. And you just asking politely if the person would like the link to learn more on that subject, right? This is super, super slick. But again, pay attention if community leaders seem to be a little salty about this strategy. You can get away with it more in other communities than some communities than others. So just pay attention, because you don't want to get kicked out of a community, right? This gets people curious. They DM you asking for the link to your group or your community. The more value you drop, the more people will want to follow you. And do not, again, I repeat, do not spam people. Be a helpful expert. And I'll give you, if you're like me, I wouldn't feel comfortable even saying I have a community on the subject. I would just literally be providing as much value as I possibly can, but I will provide my value in a way that people would want a greater explanation. So for instance, I might come on somebody's post and if they're asking about automation, I'll say, listen, there's 3 things that I always teach my clients. I'll give you one of them here. Number 1 is they should do this, that, and the others. Hope that helps. Now, what did I just do, y'all? See, in movies and TV and all of these other things, what's up, Knowledge 23? They call that a cliffhanger. You notice before they go to a commercial break in any form of media, they always leave you with a cliffhanger. If I just told somebody, hey, when my students, when my clients, when my followers ask me this question, I have 3 steps that will help them overcome this. I'll give you one here. And I give them number 1 and end with hope this helps. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to hit you up and say, man, what's those other 2 steps? Now you have a relationship with them. Now you can give them the 2 steps in the DM. The people who run that community, they're not going to be mad because they can't even see your conversation is private. Hey, here's the other 3 steps, man. But man, I do training like this all the time in my private community. Let me know if I should send you the link. Even in DMs, y'all, let me give y'all some DM etiquette. Always ask for permission to send the link. Never just assume that even though somebody jumped into your inbox and asked you some questions about a comment that you made, never assume that they want your link. I always get permission. Always get permission. They can jump in my inbox. Hey, Cortez, I want to pick your brain. Great. I don't mind you picking my brain. I have a free 15-minute strategy session on my calendar. Should I send you the link so you can book some time? That way I'll clear out that space for you. Always, always, always ask for permission, y'all. Don't even when people solicit, even when people jump in your DM, still ask for permission to send them the link. Last but not least, strategy number 6, the 10-minute content plan to grow with simple posts. You don't need to post every day in your communities. Just follow this simple formula. 3 powerful posts per week. On Monday, new member welcome. Post and tag all new members and ask them a question to get them engaging in the community. Wednesday, value post, a quick tip, case study, or tutorial. Friday, an engagement post, poll question, question of the day, challenge discussion. Here's an example. If I gave you $1,000 to grow your business, what's the first thing you do with it? Drop your answer below. Everybody loves to give their feedback, love to give their answers to particular things. Pro tip, use Go High Level and schedule this stuff out. In fact, tomorrow we're going to be talking about automation, and I'm going to show you how to schedule this stuff out. But what I wanted to do for you guys today before I give you y'all a challenge is I wanted you to just see one of the communities that I built on Facebook. I might even be able to jump into both of them today and just kind of show you, but y'all know how my bandwidth be tripping with me sometimes. But I'm going to show you this one. It was very niche specific, but when I made a transition to get out of the financial education space and just focus strictly on the entrepreneurial space, particularly in the online business space, I kind of stopped posting. I just kind of let it die. But I don't want y'all to think that because y'all saw my other community with just 91 people in it, like, why should I listen to this dude because he can't even grow his own community? No, there's a transition. And let me just show y'all that this community alone, I built to over 3,000 people, right? So when it comes to building community, your boy ain't new to this. I'm true to this. It's just when you go through a rebranding, you switch industries, a lot of people don't necessarily come with you from one industry to the next, and that's okay. So this community on Facebook, and it's still live. I still post in it from time to time, but there's two reasons that I transitioned out of this group. Number one, I transitioned out of the industry altogether. Number two, when Facebook unleashed their new plan to let people market and buy advertising in your group, like I have this group, it's very niche and it's very specific. Financially lit fathers. Lit stands for literate. So this whole group was about men and financial literacy. So they would let other people buy advertisement in my community that I built and curated for my own purposes. So got out of Facebook and started building my community outside of Facebook. I already had a Go High Level account. So when Go High Level released their communities, I'm like, okay, this is the perfect time for me to transition, rebuild into my own platform, and not just into my own platform, but to also switch directions. And that's exactly what I did. Even before this community, let me go and see if I can find this other community. I had another community running at the same time from my MLM days when I was building a network marketing organization, right? And let me see, I don't even remember how many people are in this community, but this community was also a pretty solid community. Look at this one. This one has over 2,500 people in it, right? So if we combine those two communities, I've built communities of over 5,000 people. If I show you the pages that I use to build this community from, my financial health mentor page, which is this page right here, this is the one that Facebook robbed me from, right? If I show you the brand that I built in this space, it is literally over 120,000 followers on this page. But I can no longer post to this page. I can no longer connect to people to this page because, heck, I don't even know why, man. Facebook just said, hey, listen, for whatever reason, you violated our community guidelines, so we kicking you out. And that's what they did. So this is why I'm a strong advocate of building, first and foremost, your email list. See, there's three types of communities that you're building at all time when you have a business and you're using social media. You're building a community of people that you are earning by delivering value, and that's what makes people want to follow you. I can build a list that I rent at any time. I can boost a post or I can run an ad on these social media platforms, but I'm renting an audience, right? But the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, y'all, is to create the audience that you own. That's where you get people off of these social media platforms into your community, preferably through an opt-in page where you capture their name, phone number, and email address. And I know the more things you ask for, the lower the conversion rate. So meaning if I only ask for email, I can probably convert at about 35%. When I ask for name and email, believe it or not, just asking for their name to go with their email, conversion can drop by about 5%. Right? If I ask for their name, email address, and phone number, the conversion rates will probably dip down into the teens, depending on how well positioned your brand is. But here's the benefit of asking for name, phone number, and email address. You get a cleaner list. See, what people know is if they give me their phone number, I can call them. And if someone gives you something as private as their phone number, see, they can put in a throwaway email address, but people don't have throwaway phone numbers. I don't know many people who have throwaway phone numbers. I got about a dozen throwaway email addresses. If I want a lead magnet, I want to follow someone to see what their email sequence is, I want to learn from them, I can put in a throwaway email address. But if they ask me for my phone number and it's mandatory and I really want that lead magnet, I'm going to give them my phone number. So you get a cleaner list, and you get 2 ways to market to them. You can send them emails, and you can send them SMS text message marketing. So these are some of the strategies that your boy is going to be deploying in 2025 to grow my community from 90 to 500. I'm actually going to be sharing progress reports with you guys as we continue to grow. And if I develop any other strategies, or I learn from coaches on growing a community in any other ways, then we'll revise this training and I'll share those with you too. But for now, it is time for open office hours. If you want to ask questions about building a business on the internet, branding, marketing, course creation, digital products, any of those things, go to cortezhustle.com/open office hours. You'll get the Zoom link to join us in a private Zoom room where you can ask me anything your heart desires, and I'll do my best to help you. cortezhustle.com/open office hours. Appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. Come back tomorrow if you want to learn how to automate your community, including scheduling posts and some other automation hacks that make your community the best that it could be. Until then, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. Yo, real quick, if you're catching this live, then you can hustle on over to cortezhustle.com/open office hours to join us in a private Zoom room to get your questions answered. If you're watching this on the replay, then YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. And don't forget to hit the smiley face to subscribe to the channel, and check out cortezhustle.com if you want to join our free community.